A neighbor who lives along Van Ness called 911 this morning, reporting a man and woman in a parked car who looked like they were injured. When deputies arrived, they found both dead of gunshot wounds in an apparent murder-suicide.
It's really a tragedy. I mean, geez, I can't believe something like that happened.
Armin Dervishian lives nearby, but was asleep when the incident happened. He woke up to a crime scene in front of his house.
But there were cop cars. They were all over the place.
About an hour later, around 7:30 Saturday morning, there was a stabbing at a home in Huron on West Palmer Avenue. Huron police responded and found a woman had been stabbed to death. Fresno County Sheriff's homicide detectives are investigating. Meanwhile, back on Van Ness, neighbors are shocked such a tragedy happened right on their street.
Very, very quiet. Yeah, there's something like this. This is a first.
And as for the deadly stabbing that happened in Huron, there have been no arrests made just yet, but detectives do say they have a person of interest. He's in the hospital, and he'll be questioned further once released from treatment. Live in downtown Fresno, I'm Nick Garcia, ABC 30 Action News.
Shalom. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash, the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and all the Akim out there that are pushing the truth with nothing but truth and sincerity. So with that, I got another video.
Has been an advisor to Fresno Christian's online newspaper, The Feather, for over 25 years.
So I started with 5 students in one of these little closets that you can see.
Salakia. Yeah, as you can see there was a stabbing. The woman passed away or died, got murdered over there in Huron though, so it's like 20 miles away from where I live. And my woman told me about this though. So, furthermore, time went by, not so much though, but she told me it was most likely her ex-boyfriend, whatever the terms be though, because when she told me the story, I was like, because, that little town Huron is known for, their homicides and, what you want to call it, ghetto and shit, hood right there, A lot of Jake lives there and shit, though, A bunch of Ishikarites live there. So, it has this little reputation of being, hood, though. So when she told me a woman got murdered, it was like, oh, shit, a woman did? What the hell? So that was, it wasn't a shocker, though, but it was a little different because you hear about the gang shooting and shit. You know what I mean? You hear about the gangs and shit. Motherfucker shot another. He's all, tell me something new. You know what I mean? Like, it's really like that right there, So that's the thing about it, though, man. And, yeah, a woman being murdered and shit, though. So it was a little different, though, But it goes to show you, man, like, things like this could happen anywhere, though. These small towns and shit like that, like, it's like known, like, it wasn't really known, it's like to happen like that, So when this happened, a woman, though, it's like, oh shit, that's a little different, though. But if you ain't spiritually prepared to what's gonna happen, the destruction that's gonna come down here in America, then so that's mind-boggling for you, though. Imagine the destruction, though. That's why we got to be ready, be ready, stay ready, though, because something like that is gonna be a little walk in the park to in reality what's really gonna happen here, though. So the Most High, the wrath, the indignation, the righteous anger it's known from him, So that's the thing about it, though, man. So when people get surprised, like, oh, that happened to this kid or to that baby or things like that in the matter, it's surprising, though, this one didn't really surprise me, but it wasn't really like, it's not known, so we just kind of like, oh shit, so that a woman got murdered? Because a guy being murdered, tell me something new, But we are in those days, where things like that, it's gonna escalate, more and more, man. Imagine, with the food shortages, shit like that's gonna happen, though, man. It's gonna be normal, So this is, the Most High kills, he makes alive, though, when they say the guy killed her, right? The ex-husband, but whatever he was. But the Most High killed him, though. The Most High put that spirit in him to do that shit, though, people be saying like, oh, how can you say the Most High killed that woman though? Well, we gotta understand we are His clay, and He is the potter though. So therefore, He made us though. So He made that dude kill his wife though. It is what it is though. It's a good side and it's a bad side, and that's for another lesson though. So this is Ezekiel 9:6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids, little children, and the woman, but come near, not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house, you know, but come not near any man. So that's coming at destruction, though, man, because it says slay utterly old and young. Because if you don't have that spiritual mark, though, guess what, though? Your ass is going to get destroyed, though. And it's talking about young, old, little children, maids, women, saying, which maids also mean young women, um, it's gonna happen though, it's gonna happen though. So, because it tells you even in the big, I think it's I think it's Revelation 9. I think it's the book of Revelation, the 9th chapter. Let me just get it real quick though. Yeah, Revelation 9:4. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. You know, so those are like the forefathers, though. Said commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads, though. So, even though it's talking about World War One, right? It's talking about World War One, and them that didn't get killed though, those are the fathers though, of the elect though, talking about because they have that what the seal of God in their foreheads though, so it was a spiritual mark that the Most High gave them though, that but everyone else got killed though, because like it says here, and to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as a torment of a scorpion when they strike the man. That's why these it says, but they should be tormented like 5 months though. Yeah, that's why these guys, man, that got hurt in World War One, man, they were chopping their arms off. They were in the hospital, you know. See, because 6 says, in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and it shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. Yeah, because they were all hurt, man. Arms fucking blown off and shit, legs blown off. They'd rather seek death than to be living like that, So, back to what I was saying though. So the Most High got no pity, though, man. You know what I mean? He's not the respecter of person though. So therefore, He's gonna kill who He wants to kill, and that's something that we can't do nothing about though, man. Just pray, Him have kazat on us though, to have that spiritual mark though, man, because we want to be of the 144 elect though, because it's gonna be gruesome when the destruction come, and like I said, man. Well, there's another example right here. Genesis 7:21, and all flesh died this when the flood happened, that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle, and of beasts, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. See, all flesh died that moved upon the earth, though, except for Noah, his wife, his 3 kids, and their wives. Everything died, though. Literally, everything died, though. Everything except what animals, whatever was in an ark, though. See what I'm saying, though? So, those people, man, like, they all died, though. Because it says 23, and every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle and creeping things and the fowl of the heaven. They were destroyed from the earth, and Noah only remained alive, and that with him in the ark. See? So, all that was happening though, man. The most, because you gotta understand, there was women and kids and everything though. Kids were dying. These young women were dying because he said all the flesh that was upon the earth died though. You know, so that was a lot of destruction that happened. That was even though it wasn't like when you hear about destruction, you hear, you think of explosive, you know, violence and shit like that. But hey, man, the flood, man, that's still something, man. You know what I mean? It's still something. It's still destruction. So that's something you gotta think about, though, man. So the Most High didn't have pity for them families, though, back then. So that's what I'm saying. Going back to that lady that got stabbed, though, the Most High didn't have pity for that woman, though. She was probably committing adultery on her ex-husband, whatever, though. She must have, we don't know. Oh, I don't know what happened though, but she must have sparked some shit in that dude though for him to do that though. But also the Most High gave him that spirit so him to do what he had to do, and it's already done. You know, Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Yep, Yahweh though, because what I'm saying, because he's the one that could do all those things though. That's why in that what is it in when they stole the ark though, right? When they stole the ark, or even the story of Bel Dragon though, they put food in front of that statue and things like that. They put food in front of that statue and things like that, and but like seeing if it's alive, but people sneaked in there and they because Daniel told forgot his servants or something to do with that matter to put ashes though, so if people step on it, you can see their footprints though. So that's what I'm saying though. So Nebuchadnezzar, when he found out that people, because it was even little foot, hey, it was even little foot, children's foot though, and things like that walked in there and then they ate the food or they took it or something to do with the matter, making it seem like the statue did eat the actual food though. Guess what Nebuchadnezzar did? He threw that family that did that. He threw them in I believe in the lion's den or the fire, something to do with that. But anyways, he threw them. I believe it was in lions though, and they killed them and shit. The Most High put that spirit and Nebuchadnezzar, it's like if I'm saying it wrong, to kill that family because of the shit that they did. So it is a fearful thing, man. You see statues and shit, we can be scared of a fucking statue though, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna be scared of fucking statues and shit like that. We're scared of Yahweh though. Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai though. That's who we're scared of though. Not no statue or anything to do with the matter. We're not praising no fucking statue. That's idolatry. Also a sin that you're not supposed to be doing though. Adultery. Because look at Numbers 16 and 43. I was reading this book, yesterday. And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the congregation, and the Lord spake to Moses, saying, Get you up from among this congregation, that I may consume them as in a moment. And they fell upon their faces. And Moses said unto Aaron, Take a censer and put fire within of it, the altar, and put on incense, and go quickly into the congregation and make an atonement for them, for there is a wrath gone from the Most High, the plague is begun. Because they were talking like, who was it, Torah? I believe it was Torah, something to do with the matter. I think it was Torah. Remember the family swallowed up though, because remember him and I forgot who else trying to go against Moses, saying trying to start their own thing. And Moses was like, all right, let's see who's going to be right, though. So that's when the earth opened up and ate them, though. But see, these people, these congregations, people were saying, hey, man, Torah was all right, though, man. He was good, though. So they started mumbling against, murmuring against Moses and Aaron, though. And even Moses tried to save them, though. So 47, Aaron took as Moses commanded and ran into the midst of the congregation. And behold, the plague was began among the people, and he put on incense and made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. Now they that died in the plague were 14,700, beside them that died about the matter of Korah. Oh, Korah, Slakia, I said Torah, Korah. 14,700. Just because they murmured against Moses and Aaron, though. The Most High didn't have pity for these people though. 14,000. That's not in the millions though, but it's still a lot, man. If you think about it, 14,000, man, that's enough to fill up a stadium, I believe. Well, a basketball stadium most likely. But you see, well, you know what? Let's research that real quick. Shit, almost not the whole, but you know what I mean. But still something though. 12,000. That's only 6,000 more in the basketball court. So imagine, man. It's like you walk into a basketball court, like the audience and shit like that, whatever it be. You see that many fucking people dead. Walk into a basketball court, man, and you see like a whole stadium full of dead people. You're like, what the fuck? But see, that's the Most High, though. That's what you gotta understand. That's power from the Most High. And I'll just get this last one. Second Peter's 2:8. For the righteous man dwelling among them, and the seeing and hearing vexes his righteous soul from the day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust in the day of judgment to be punished. See, the Most High reserves the. They always bring out the. When someone gets killed or something, they always like to bring out the goodly. Out of the. He was a good person. He cared for his people. He was a father. He was a good son. But it's like, okay, well, besides that, what the hell did he that we didn't see him do? You know what I'm saying? Behind the closed curtains, though, what was it the shit that he did that we didn't see? You see? So, but people don't take that in mind, though. So that's why people get judged. The Most High doesn't judge people just to judge people, man. He judges because of righteous. He does his righteous judges though in a gruesome way. But it's it's terrifying for the average to see that. So with that, hopefully this video was edifying. To the next one I say, Shalom.